Okay, now I'm recording. Hello, welcome back to the Alexandrian Codex. I'm still Alex. Today we are playing some EU4, as you might have gathered or imagined at this point. Is that webcam looking kind of funky? Ah, yeah, it definitely is. Just... it. Slightly to the right. Good enough. It's not perfect, and alright, fuck it. Here we go in like this. We alt. Like, oh god, I'm so small now. A travesty. It's too much there. Enough. Okay. For real though, let's let's hop in here. Let's play a game instead of playing camera configuration manager 2016. I'm aware the year is not 2016, but 2016 was a good year for really bad simulators. Really bad simulators. I think that trend is mostly past, or maybe they're just so overwhelmed by the glut of bad media in terms of cheap indie games that they're not even that notable anymore. Very strong opinions from the get-go here. So we last time won a war against the Ottomans. We didn't get much out of it. It really wasn't directly against them, but they were happenstantially involved, and that was pretty satisfying. I believe it was a war against Venice, which dragged in Austria, which dragged you in somehow. I don't really remember, but you were there. Oh, because you intervened, because there weren't enough great powers on... Yeah, the downside to being allied with France and Poland is that when we go to war, we're three great powers at war against either one or two great powers, which means the Ottomans can always intervene if they feel like they have the motivation to do so. Now, this is abysmal. We're going to have to wait on that. This is wonderful. Oh, right, we're avoiding a coalition. Nothing changes. We're making 82 ducats a month. That is fantastic. You're Catholic, though. Maybe you could not be Catholic? Yeah, let's get the not Catholic version of you. Let's promote you up. So, yeah, military tech is still what or military points, anyway, are what I want to be focusing on. Can I afford to promote you more? I believe that I can. Let's wait till the end of the month. How much of this is war reparations? Not much of it, apparently. Ah, no. Get fucked, Austria. I am not giving that back. I'm the Holy Roman Emperor. You should do what I say. No. I could promote one of these to be level 4 as well, but I don't really think we're that behind on... power. We don't need admin points. I mean, we always need admin points, but we don't really need admin points right now. Diplo points we don't really need. We're managing our overextension. It's fine. I think we're fine. So... excellent. Better and better rulers. Generals. So next up is, I think we just have a repeat war. The downside to having a repeat war is that we have to wait on these truce timers, and these truce timers are 6 and 7 years, respectively. Not that bad, considering that it takes, what, 10 years for your manpower to entirely recover. I think we should do it anyway. Manufactory. This will have a manufactory. Okay. I guess I could make that a state, though there's no real appeal to doing that right now. Let's stay in focus there, camera. Beautiful. Trent. Is Trent really good to go? I think Trent has gold. No, it has iron. And that means we can have a weapons manufactory. Should have been able to see that anyhow. Let's slap a couple universities down. We could afford this. Yeah, why not? Okay, cool. We literally have more money than I can do anything worthwhile with, which is great. This is an excellent problem to have. Quantity is gonna give us a bigger army, which is gonna be nice to hold our own against the Ottomans without much help. Offensive will eventually give us more discipline, which will let us reliably beat the Ottomans without much help, though we do have help. And considering that we do have that help, we don't need to necessarily just YOLO solo this. We can handle this. Fighting in conflicts with allies is typically a wise thing to do. What are we doing on this? Meh. Ignore them, because prestige can't buy me new technology. There is Cathedral, there's Gustavian Infantry. Gustavian Infantry, of course, gives us new troops, of which I like Gustavian the most. They're really well balanced. There's, well, actually, in terms of just offensive ability, they're better than Highlanders and better than Reformed Tercio, so that's why we're going with them. Oh, Cathedral's just unlocked. That's right. Okay, let's plop that down, and remember how I was saying we don't have anything to spend money on? Well, now we do. Now we do. We don't need to be saving up for more cathedrals. We're just pouring in money to get more money back, and that money's just getting us more money. It's more worthwhile to be using our money more actively, getting things that we need. Well, I suppose I could do this. We're Italy, though. Shouldn't this be auto-accepted? Hold on. Neapolitan. Really? I thought because we're a union of the Latin cultures that all of these would be treated as our primary culture, and I'm misremembering how that works. Well, I'm not gonna accept any cultures, I'm not gonna shift any cultures until we get this tech at least. But culture shifting is gonna wait until we get that down there. Now, luckily for us, the AI doesn't really culturally convert much. By much, I mean at all. Is Fez? You're not a friend of the Ottomans. You are, but Fez isn't. Fez isn't. And that means that we can declare war on Fez, land troops here, take this, and use this to start fabricating claims on the Ottomans. Now, it's an awkward forward base. I will absolutely grant you that. Do I want... Yearly absolutism gives us a tiny bit of administrative efficiency and foreign core reductions. Eventually, it'll start giving us discipline bonuses as well, which is really the only reason I want it. So getting us one a year is nice. Guess I could increase autonomy in states. Needlessly start causing problems, but try to get that higher. Yeah, you won't revolt, you won't revolt, and you won't revolt. Oh wow, we can actually do this in a fair number of states. You can increase, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. That got our elitism up to 9, and so we're actually seeing a plus 0.4% discipline bonus. Now that's a pittance at this point, but it will be worthwhile in the future. We're generating here. Do we actually have enough transports? No, not at all, to get us down there. It's probably enough to take this country, but I'd prefer to be able to transport the entirety of our army, to transport the entirety of our army on one go. Probably some very unhappy Irish folks. That horrendous accent. What day is it? Saturday? Yeah, it's Saturday. Jesus Christ. It's Saturday night and I feel like I'm falling asleep here. Friday night, I was working construction at our new room, hence why I wasn't streaming. I got to do a lot of fun stuff with plaster. And by that I mean frantically apply plaster to something before it dries. If you're not familiar, plaster is very similar to concrete in that you mix it and it starts drying immediately, so applying it quickly and effectively is important. The application process, it normally starts out pretty liquidy, so it's a lot like painting at first, but the more you're at it, the harder and harder it gets. No, the more and more it builds up. We can't fabricate a claim here. No. Yeah. I should have realized that. So we could on Tunis, and that'd be a good way around. In the meantime, what it means is that they don't have contiguous borders for whatever reason. So like the bucket that you have, let's say, or the cup or container, whatever the fuck you happen to be using, starts out pretty liquidy and you can like paint on with that. And I say paint really generously because it's like trying to paint with glue with your hands that's sticking to your fucking hands rather than the thing you're trying to stick it on. And then it starts hardening and solidifying, so that paint slowly starts turning into like sticky Play-Doh that you are then painting with, and it is a very interesting material to work with. Now there's probably much more proficient folks out there who have ideas as to how to better use it. I'm very curious. I mean, it's not immediately practical because I got the job done and it looks fine. By that I mean it looks good. Not just fine. We don't really settle for fine at the company that I work for. We aspire to be the best. We don't really half-ass much of anything, which is cool. Also a little exhausting. Sweet. Can immediately replace them with the new commandant and start promoting that commandant up. Excellent. So I spent most of the night doing that. I got home around midnight, and then I had to work at 10 this morning. And as any good millennial, I don't know, like anyone else, I have a hard time getting to sleep. And I hate going from work to sleep back to work, so instead I stayed up till like 2 a.m. and then went to bed, and then only slept like 4 hours. Yeah. How? Why form Egypt? So, the why is easier than the how. The why is this. Starting as Florence, form Egypt. The how is to, well, take all this Egyptian territory and culture flip. The way that you culture flip is you get most of your development in a province or in states of Egyptian culture. A decision will pop up saying embrace or accept cultural shift or something like that. You click that, will become Egyptian rather than Tuscan primarily. Once we are Egyptian, we'll be of the Levantine culture group, this culture group, and as a member of that culture group to form Egypt, you just need a few territories in here and a certain tech level. It's actually pretty easy to do. I recently saw a post on the subreddit, and by recently I mean last night, where someone as Florence took all of this and made a post saying Florence of Arabia. That is a way better achievement and pun than the Prince of Egypt. The Prince of Egypt is a combination of... This is Niccolo Machiavelli, who's pictured here. His book, The Prince, and the movie The Prince of Egypt, that's what the joke is, but Florence of Arabia would have been... It's better. So after we form Egypt, I might go to form Arabia, just to get that pseudo-achievement, because I liked it a lot. Yeah, manpower's coming along. We could probably stand to start some bullshit. Are we still truced out with you? Yes, but not for long. April, huh? And we still have a core claim on you? Yeah, we do. Can I move you up here? Yeah. So we're probably going to get into the exact same war as last time. I'm going to declare on Venice. Venice will drag in Austria. Austria will drag in Bohemia and Saxony and Silesia. And then the Ottomans, if they're being as opportunistic as last time, and they might be. Oh yeah, Otto's a little strong and in the way, but we've already beaten them in one war. We have amazing allies. Well, Croatia isn't exactly amazing, but the Netherlands are great, France is great, Poland is fantastic. I mean, I say France is great, but they don't have Paris. We'll be fine. We've beaten them before, and I'm pretty confident that I can beat them again. This is so much easier than the achievement I was going for previously, which is starting the Sworn Fealty achievement. Requires that you play as a tribal federation starting in Arabia. Never change your government type to anything else, and as that, form Arabia and get your tribal allegiance maxed out, which seems easy enough, but the Ottomans, as Antiquity is noting, they have a habit of just taking all of this, and as a tiny backward Arabian power, you kind of just get kicked over and over and over by them. It's pretty punishing. This, by contrast, is easy. Super easy. Now, we don't have a coalition on us, right? There are a lot of people who want to make a coalition, but nothing's happened yet. Rival of our rival. Who dis? Oh, Bohemia. Yeah, we're not going to be friends. I'd like it, but that's not going to happen. Here we go. So, I'm going to stop drilling here. Let's see. Can I get my force limit up? I sure can. Let's buy up to our force limit. That'll take some time, but these need time to reorganize and get the morale up. We're gonna go... I mean, this is gonna be a laughably easy war. Cosimo sucks and our air is amazing. We're infertile. That's kind of a non-issue. But our air, holy shit, I can't wait to... What's our regency gonna be like? No consort. Okay, so we should... Our consort is better than we are, isn't she? Yeah. So, Augusta was really good. We're pretty average. I want to make our ruler lead one of these armies just for the sake of getting him killed, but let's not be too hasty about that, I suppose. Let's try to play this smart. He'll die eventually, and then, barring a hunting accident, we should be fine to inherit with our new heir. Ah, now this is interesting. Fighting in another war, fighting in another war, fighting in another war. Poland, who are you fighting? Ooh, that's fair. That's a hell of a war. Oh, but you're winning. Good. Who are you fighting? Kiowa? Okay. Netherlands, who are you fighting? Also Kiowa. Okay. Well, I can win against Austria on my own. The Ottomans wouldn't be able to come in because we would actually have less great powers than them, huh? And once our allies' wars are up, I could probably manage to call them in. Yeah, I'm not worried about this. Maybe I should be, but I'm feeling optimistic here, so... Well, let's give this a shot. Oh, you're also allied with England now. Are you? Well, that was fast. Oh, no, you're not. Were you guaranteed by England? England's defender of the faith! Aren't you? Yeah, but you're a joke, so this won't be a problem. Let's grab that. Blockade this. Can I train more naval units? I sure can. Well, let's get another galley in there. And pause, unpause. There we go. You go there, then back to here. You're gonna go there. Can't walk straight to the capital. That's okay. gone. And very easily gone. You can definitely attach to my armies, and I would love it if you did. Yeah, that military coalition I'm not crazy about. Where the hell are you going? Just off to deer. Oh, because we're at war with England, they're going to take on that. Oh yeah, Austria didn't call in any of their allies. This would be very easy. Even if the coalition that's forming fires off, I'm very not afraid of it. Coalitions are kind of a joke with the allies that we have. This was Croatia. But, buddy, what's with the death wish? That was stupid. Funny, but stupid. Alright, I'm no longer worried about this war. I'm gonna put them back into... no, let's hunt down this navy. And probably sit right here in order to try to intercept the English navy. The English navy is fucking terrifying. 24 heavy ships. Well, 23. So, it's not to be fucked with, but I'm not that worried about it. They tend to stick away, keep away from the Mediterranean. Let's just buy that up to full. And now we can call in our allies anyhow, because that war is up. Isn't it? It's not. Oh, I could just... Oh, you pieced out of it separately. Netherlands. Oh, well, no. There's France. So it's just Poland not joining us today. However, what I've just done is there are 2 great powers on our side, and there are 2 on their side, so I think we're okay, right? Austria is still a great power? No, there is 1 on their side and 2 on ours. So that means if the Ottomans are feeling like it, they can get involved. They won't, because they're busy in another war, and generally the AI are cowards. It was weird that it was very weird that the AI got involved last time at all. I am not worried at all. Let's go take Vienna. We'll kill that. You walk up to Vienna as well. I should be more worried about, like, oh, can we take them on? Is our army quality good enough? I should be worrying about the terrain we're running into and yada yada yada. I'm not. We're vastly superior to their armies at this point in time. Austria does not scare me. Are they retreating there? Oh no, they're going way afield. Okay. Fair enough. So we have everything we want from both of these. I want this. Now, what's this region? I want this, and Croatia wants this. I'm very tempted just to give it to Croatia, but I took it, so I think I may take it for myself. Croatia will just feed Ottoman territory when the time comes. They're not our vassal or anything, so we're not really obligated to, but I don't need the Balkan area at all for this achievement, and it would be best to spread the load as far as coring costs go. I think we'll be fine. Now this I shouldn't do. I'm doing it, but I shouldn't do it. And the reason I shouldn't do it is because, again, it's unbalancing the sides here. Ooh, whose general died? Who died? Well, I might make our king a general in that army then. Because the only reason I wasn't doing it before was he sucks. Split half of you go here. Get the king. March back over here. God save the king. I'd love to get England out of this war and get France more provinces. It may or may not happen. Their enthusiasm's bound to be fairly high right now, so let's just focus on getting Austria out of here. And as we're seeing, that's not really much of a trouble to do so. Who's the emperor? Austria is, because we were a coward and never engaged in the League War, so we did not remove Catholicism from power. You live. You move on. It's not a huge deal. Release this again? Man, I guess. I don't care. The thing is that I really don't care right now. Poland, do you want any of that? No. Croatia, do you? Croatia kinda does. No, I'm gonna take it. Sorry, not sorry. It's just gonna contribute to this coalition, which, who cares? It's not a threat to me. It's not a deterrent, so is it really a coalition? You're not our rival, are you? You're way too small to be my rival. Yeah, you're much too small to be my rival. Alright, cool. Peace out. Don't care about either of those things. Now the goal is to sit on Istria for as long as possible, so our aggressive expansion dies down so that people are less wanting to murder us. Yeah, there's nothing we can do to completely remove their murderous intentions, but, well, we can temporarily dissuade it, I suppose. Let's drill these, because I really have no reason not to. This is good because it's letting us get our manpower back slowly but surely. Oh no, rebel uprisings. What a beautiful excuse to use harsh treatment. Oh yeah, we should have been promoting this guy back up to that. Good, good, good. Train Weevil Corps when the time comes. Give them donuts? Give who donuts? Yeah, we're good. Oh, only... I don't know if that's true. There have been plenty of robberies in donut stores and shootings in donut shops on the east coast of the United States, at least, to make me believe that perhaps donuts do not remove all murderous intent. Maybe a lot of murderous intent, but not all. Now let's buy this down to 500. 500, there we go. Give them donuts. No. Don't have any donuts to give either. Who invented the donut? Donut. Confectionery, donut, yeah, but history. History, origin. Ah, okay, while food resembling... No. While food resembling donuts... Oh, this is a grammatical typo. While food resembling donuts has been found at many ancient sites... Oh, while food resembling donuts has been... No, have been found. Have been found, not has been found. I don't like how that sounds. Whatever. Have been found at many ancient sites. The earliest origins to modern donuts are generally traced back to the Olykoek, O-L-Y-K-O-E-K, oily cake, Dutch settlers brought with them to early New York, or New Amsterdam. You know, here. One of the earliest mentions of donuts was in Washington Irving's 1809 book, A History of New York, From Beginning of the World to the End of the Dutch Dynasty. The first cookbook mentioning donuts was an 1803 English volume which had it in an appendix of American recipes. So yeah, I think at this time, even if I wanted to give them donuts, there are no donuts to give. The world just isn't ready for them. Now we'll probably have sweets and pastries preceding the donut, but nothing quite matching that majesty yet, I'm afraid. Yeah, build another galley. Mostly so we can harass the Ottoman Navy in the next war. The next war is really like the reason that I do so many things in this game. Oh, in the next war we'll need this. In the next war we should prepare for this. In the next war, etc., etc. And it's pretty funny. Because, there, can I... Oof, these are all getting fairly expensive. Alright, we'll wait on you, I guess. Might not happen anytime soon, and I can't, with my galleys, get out there. But if I were to run a country, and my country were, say, the way I run this game, the next war would be my justification for so many different things. Why are you raising taxes? Well, we'll need it in the next war. Why are you building this navy? Well, Johnny, in the next war, we'll need it. There we go. Beautifully focused webcam, and by beautifully focused, I mean it's immediately gonna start shifting out of focus. Might help if we secure it a little bit. Well, they have low enthusiasm, so they don't want to be in the war. These are just very well developed provinces, and they are not having any of this bullshit. I'd love to land some troops here to help our friends out, but I really don't think even the entirety of our navies could stand up against theirs. Well, maybe the entirety. Maybe if the entire thing got together, but that's not going to happen. Means it may behoove us to begin building big ships. But again, this isn't necessarily a problem. I want this war to drag on longer so that we have more time to get... Oh no, we got our manpower back. So that we have more time to let our aggressive expansion die down. Because right now, if we look at this, we have a small coalition. Nothing crazy, but the starts of a coalition. Once I annex Venice, it'll start growing a little bit larger. I still doubt it'll ever fire off because they don't really have the teeth necessary to do so anymore. Yeah, let's build a bunch of these. I don't need them and they're really not actually useful, but let's build them anyway. Speaking of not useful, let's build them anyway. Are you still coring? You are. You do not happen to have a manufactory, so let's save up so we can pop a manufactory down in Crane as soon as possible. The Ottomans are at peace now, so I'm actually a little surprised they haven't jumped into this war, given that they jumped into the last one so eagerly. Are we at war with East Frisia? No, this is a separate war that you're fighting? Ah, yeah it is. So maybe for your sake I should end it, but... meh. Oh, that's Hungary dealing with rebels. I thought that was Poland dealing with rebels. I really almost want to eat the rest of Austria so that we have contiguous borders. Just all allied nations surrounding this delicious morsel, and... yeah, we could probably dissolve the HRE if I wanted to. Poland, cool. Lithuania, cool. What this? Oh, yeah, hell yeah, do that. Army drill is very important to us right now, and it will be in the future as well. Give them whatever they need. Money is really not an issue. Both of these are amazing. Let's get inflation reduction. We don't have much inflation. By that I mean we don't have any inflation. But war reparations that we get might give us a tiny bit of reparations, and I hate loans, so it's not like we need to focus on reducing loan interest anyway. It's either thing that does very little for me or thing that does nothing for me. And I'd rather take the thing that does very little over the thing that does nothing. There's no call for peace, so I don't have to do this yet. Even after this is done, have to start thinking about fighting the Ottomans. Our allies are going to want a refractory period. Well, your navy just got fucked, didn't it? Yeah, being occupied longer isn't making you more interested in it. I guess I can have you revoke those cores? How much can I get from you? 15, 16, 17, 18... 18. So something under 18, huh? Cornwall, no? 15, 16, no? Well, Cornwall we can't take because we don't have a fort in the same area. Unfortunately, even the cheapest one of these is in the 20s, right? Yeah, and the only way to raise that any higher is to either make these the actual war goal, so we'll get the ticking war goal on top of that, or actually land our navies. Use our navy to land troops here and take actual provinces. Ooh, we could get Bermuda. I'm actually kind of into that. Cape Verde and Bermuda. Listen, it doesn't really serve me at all to do that, but I kind of want to. Turks Islands. Do not have... Bermuda... None of these are amazing. Could I... Actually... Hold up. England, you want to give me something I really don't deserve? That'd be great. How about... Yeah, but how about this? You'd give me that? England. Can't humiliate you. Make you break off your relations with Spain, though. That might be cool. Yeah, let's do that. I don't want any territorial concessions from them. Who's even in this one? We haven't taken anything or everything from Venice. That's why we can't annex them. They still have Crete. I completely forgot about Crete. Well, I suppose I should go pay the Cretan people a visit. My fleet's not huge, but it should be big enough to deal with that, and even if it's not, we can retreat back to the boats and feel mighty embarrassed at how we got our asses kicked by a tiny Venetian force. Now, Crete is important for one primary reason. That primary reason is it allows us to fabricate claims on Egypt and start immediately moving into here in our next war. Again, see, there it is again in the next war. We're gonna have to flip a lot of our fleet over to merchantmen if I'm going to successfully be able to land troops here, but again, that's something to deal with in the next war. Let this manpower recover a little bit. Let's buy another merchantman. Oh, it probably won't give us that much war exhaustion just to eat them. Is there even a core here? Or, fort? There is a fort there, yeah. We do have to go. You are ready to go. Netherlands, I love you. Thank you. I've been too busy building trade ships that I didn't think about what else I should be building. That's not entirely true. I have diversified our army a small bit. Oh, you drove back the Dutch. Well, didn't die for nothing. The Dutch died for my greed and my expansionism. Let's do... nah, let's do this. Yeah, that is excellent. That's gonna flip. Yep. Why are you at 99 and not 100? Venice is making gains. Venice, how the hell are you making gains? In what world are you making gains, my dude? Oh, it might be... Okay, it's this down here. Gotcha. Alright, we're gonna have a bunch of dudes sitting on Crete, which is a little unnecessary, and by that I mean completely unnecessary, but let's do that. Enjoy the coalition that will no doubt spawn very soon. Let's get rid of that because I'm gonna want to build a manufactory. Same shit here, but before we core those, we're gonna convert it. Get this tech. So what, that's 34 combat with? Oh yeah, it is. Okay. Buy... Have to remember to buy 2 more on that, which would be great. Yeah, well, call for peace, don't worry, been dealt with. Superior unit types. Better swivel cannon. Alright, cool. Sure, do that. Build that in Montferrat, I suppose. This, I think, is worth building. Where can I even build this? Get rid of that shit. Is that a dock? Really, a dock turns into... It's just so bad. But I guess in Verona I can't build anything better? No, that's not true. Yeah, that's like wholly not true. I can absolutely build something more worth building. And that's not it. Let's get mad more out of this. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah. I figured this might start being an issue because we're hanging out here with a whole bunch of Frenchmen. But I kind of want to sit on this island, deal with rebels when they happen. Again, this guy's terrible. Cosimo we're getting rid of as soon as Fernando comes of age. Oh. Royal influence, well, great. A little bit of Catholicism that I don't want to deal with. Whatever. Convert it. And give me that, I guess. Not really what I want, but I'll take it. With the death of that statesman, that should mean more people join the coalition against us. But they're not. Oh, okay. Alright, don't look the gift horse in the mouth. Let's mothball this shit. Move you down here. How we doing? That's looking great. Drill. Ideas. Right, admin tech. We're not going down that road. Ottomans have no truce with us. They're rivaled with... Yeah, okay. No problem. I'm running this down here so it'll recover its morale before it becomes relevant. Spain, actually. Is France in this war with us? Are they not? Huh. Okay, I might actually have to give a shit. Oh, let's group this together. All of you move here to stop the Spanish from dicking around too much. Let's buy a galley. Reinforce that. Right, our force limit, naval force limit is fine. It's fine. That'll be fine. You, yeah, stop drilling, but I guess just hang out on that island until I can detach the transports from this fleet once I feel comfortable that nothing's going to come up and snipe it. Now I feel comfortable. Get these transports over here. I don't really need to transport any troops anywhere because I think that I can just take all of these. Yeah, moving into bad territory, our manpower is either... Is our morale really that works? F4 military... Ah, you have a dude giving you better morale. My tactics are better. Huh. Significantly worse. We won, but I expected to do better than that. Why? Ah, Austrian traditions, that's what's making the difference. And you have 3% discipline, but on the whole, I still think our armies are better, though, admittedly, not much better right now. Which further encourages me to move our other army up here. Particularly when the leader dies right after. That theologian, that's... I mean, it's kind of annoying, but it's really not a big deal. Theologian gives us revolt reduction, which is cool and all, but prestige is also nice. Successful bureaucracy, hell yeah, boy. What is this even over? That? Alright. I'll get Austria out of this war. Do I even want anything from them? No, I definitely don't. What I want is this, and that's already highlighted. So yeah, game gets really straightforward from here on out because there's EU4 player wants only one thing, and it's fucking disgusting. Okay, guess we'll catch them in Milan, and we are defending. Damn, that... Well, okay, the ruler was just significantly better. I mean, they lost more than twice what we did, but that's still worse than I expect to be doing. So I need to... Yeah, I didn't get manufactories, despite us having a manufactory in every fucking province that I own. Okay, game. Okay. Bullshit, I say, but okay. You know what would be really cool, actually? A minister. That'd be great to get that revolt risk reduction and not deal with anything else. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna boop, boop, boop. I know. There's problems with doing that, but our absolutism's fine, and I want to be saving our military points so we can actually go down quantity and offensive and make meaningful progress therein. Take the capital and peace out the emperor. The beater. The beater? Oh. Okay. My imagination went way off kilter with what that was. Like, that sounds horrific. This is still doing fine. I think after we occupy their capital, they'll want out of this war enough to peace out. I mean, they are the Holy Roman Emperor, so they may not. I'm probably not going to catch them in Milan, because if they're smart at all, they'll leave. Okay, not smart at all then, I suppose. They really should have left. La vie, I suppose. Not a problem for me. There is Austria out of the war. They give money. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Now Spain. Or Brandenburg is already being occupied, so Spain, I suppose, is who we fuck up next. Do I say that I want the Belarus? I mean, France wanted the Belarus, they won't no longer do. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'd like Valencia. I'd very much like this, because it's in my trait node. Am I going to get it? No. But we'll make steps to peace out Spain. All the same. I want the Netherlands to do well. They are our ally, and they will hopefully be a wonderful contributor to the eventual downfall of the Ottoman. Were you winning a war against... I thought Georgia's flag was Muscovy's flag, and I was about to be very angry if the Russians were losing against the Ottomans that badly. If they were, it'd be a great opportunity for me to jump in on one, if not both of them. Alright, this isn't a full stack. This is only 44, not 46. Whoops. It's not a huge deal, but slight deal. Slight problem. Get it, Morocco? I mean, I should be concerned about this because Morocco is... No, they're not allied with anyone I care about, so not a problem. Madrid, Toledo, Castilla, La Vieja. Castilla, La Vieja. Okay. Cowardly Hungary. You know your artillery's doing work when it starts at 21%. That's a very good feeling. You go up to Toledo. This is going to go to Madrid. This will go down to Granada if they're even still in the war at that point. But I have a feeling, a mild suspicion, that they'll probably jump out of the war by then. Because, again, the AI are cowards without exception. And I'm fairly sure they're going to run away. Who did get the manufactories to spawn? Not me. Someone did. Bohemia did. Okay, good job. It's annoying, but look, it's already spread to our provinces very quickly. We'll be able to embrace it at little to no cost and no time. And even if it did have a substantial cost, we have a substantial sum of money that we could use to do it. Right, I can do it right now for 3K, but there's no point. I'll wait. I'm not worried about it at all. Toledo down to Granada. Yeah, I saw that stack moving around up here, but it was a 33 stack or in the 30s. Our army quality is way, way better than Spain's. Well, they're picking up quality ideas, and they already have offensive, so it's actually pretty close. But again, not that worried. That's way ahead of time. Do I want to start going down this road? That would be nice, but really these first two are what I bought this for. That discipline is seeming more and more appealing as time goes on, so it might be better just to hold off and wait for that. There's you. You didn't give me any territory, which really is a shame, but it's understandable. Now, Trier and Brandenburg. Oh, you're having some slight trouble up there, huh? Okay. Yeah, I'll come help you out with that, buddy. Whoops. Too busy winning your war for you that I didn't realize you were not winning your war. Do you have like colonies or something? Or did your armies just get wrecked? No, I guess their armies just got wrecked. I thought they were doing the French thing, and no, they are doing the French thing. Their armies are overseas. Well, that was stupid of them. Can I go deal with this? I would like to. I would like to crush that. And by that I mean crush it there. And by that I mean crush it there. And by that I mean... We done playing this stupid game, AI? Nope, not even close. Just walk in, you annoying bastard. You're going to Antwerp? Wait, where are you going? Really? Oh, you're in Zealand going to Antwerp. Okay. There we go. No problem. No problem. What is this war for? That garbage territory? Yeah, I'll take it. Can do. Can do. Okay. Oh, hey, Austria's the new emperor. The Holy Roman Empire really needs a rework, I think, because Austria, even when they are just a joke and a husk, get to be emperor over and over and over and over again. When someone like Saxony or Cologne, Salzburg even, so many people are more capable than they are at defending the empire. Hell, it might even go to foreign power historically it did at certain short periods. Looks like I need more forts down here. Or, you know, any fort down here. Didn't realize these weren't covered at all. But, makes sense. Because there's one in Carnten and... well, apparently they just never cared. Okay. I thought someone was sieging out Brandenburg, but apparently that just never happened, so let's go deal with that. Cheaper and cheaper every day. It's only going to get cheaper. I am not worried about it in the least. Sorry, France. I love you, but no. No Catholics allowed. No Catholics allowed. I'm amazed that Brandenburg's still in the game. It might just be through the Holy Roman Emperor demanding that they be let go over and over. That has happened. And there you go. Stability drop, I got nothing else to spend it on, so might as well. Fucking Fernando. Hell yeah, boy. Give me that excellent leadership ability. Okay. Call for peace, huh? Man, if only I were the one in charge of deciding if the war should be over or not. Game. It is awfully annoying how only the player gets the call for peace. The AI does not. I mean, it kind of makes sense because the AI won't stay in war to cheat and the player will, but all the same. Let's see, you took half of their territory. Good on you. Is that good? No, not really. That's good though. Right, so let's get back to drilling and plotting the downfall of the Ottomans. They're not currently at war with anyone else. We just wrapped up a war. Our manpower is close to being maxed out, but not quite. Let's just embrace that. That might as well be free. We are focusing on this. Yep. You are already as expensive as I can probably afford. Yeah. Build that. Talking about forts. Talking about playoffs. We're going to want a fort in here somewhere. Here, probably. Because that's marshy terrain and that's the most defensible of all the terrain in the area. So let's go ahead, get married. Get rid of that, I suppose. Get a star fort. Star fort sounds way cooler than it is. Let's go upgrade all those forts. Let's then mothball all those forts so we don't have to pay for them. You are drilling. Cool. So, end of the year. It's been about an hour. I'm going till midnight tonight, don't worry about it. But if you are watching on YouTube, you're gonna have to stop by next time. Till then, toodaloo.